Hello everyone. Today I'm going to start a series of videos to guide you how to use Kustomize to manage Kubernetes clusters. Let's get into the introductions of Kustomize. What is Kustomize? Kustomize is a configuration management solution specifically designed for Kubernetes, and it leverages layering to preserve the base settings of your applications and components by overlaying decorative YAML artifacts, we normally call it patches, that selectively override default settings without actually changing the original files. Why use Kustomize? With Kustomize, your team can ingest any base file updates for your underlying components while keeping use case specific customization overrides in app. Another benefit of utilizing patch overlays is that they add dimensionality to your configuration settings, which can be isolated for troubleshooting misconfigurations, or later to create a framework of most ball to most specific configuration specifications. For real-world scenes, let's say that you are using Helm chart from a particular vendor to install Filebeat and Dynatrace inside your Kubernetes cluster. It's a close fit for your use case, but not perfect, and requires some customizations. So you fork the Helm chart, make your configuration changes, and apply it to your cluster. A few months later, your vendor releases a new version of the chart you are using that includes some important features you need. In order to leverage those new features, you have to fork the new Helm chart and reapply your configuration changes. At scale, reforking and recustomizing these Helm charts become a large source of overhead with an increased risk of misconfigurations, threatens the scalability of your product and services. Here is the customized workflow. Kustomize works with Git and Helm to make the continuous delivery pipeline easier to configure. In the below diagram shows a common use case of continuous delivery pipeline which starts with a Git event. The event may be a push, merge, or create a new branch. In this case, Helm is used to generate the YAML files and Kustomize with a patch with the environment-specific values based on the events. For example, if the branch is master and tied to the production environment, then Kustomize will apply the values applicable to production. Here are benefits of using Kustomize. First, reusability. Kustomize allows you to reuse one base file across all of your environments, development, staging, production, and then overlay unique specifications for each. Next, fast generation. Since Kustomize have no templating language, you can use standard YAML to quickly declare your configurations. Last, easier to debug. YAML itself is easy to understand and debug when things go wrong. Pair them with the fact that your configurations are isolated in patches, and you will be able to triangulate the root cause of performance issues in no time. Simply compare performance to your base configuration and any other variations that are running. Let's step through how Kustomize works using a deployment scenario involving three different environments: dev, staging, and production. In this example, we use service, deployment, and horizontal autoscaler resources. For the dev and staging environments, there won't be any HPA involved. All of the environments will use different types of services. For example, dev, we might use cluster IP, and staging, we use no part. But for production environment, we always using load balancer
Let's take a look at the directory structure. The base folder hosts the common resources, such as standard deployment.yaml file, service.yaml file, and hpa.yaml file resource configuration files. The customization.yaml file is the most important file in the base folder, and it describes what resources you use. The overlays folder hosts environment-specific overlays. It has 3 subfolders, one for each environment. The customization.yaml file in the dev folder defines the base configuration to reference and patch using patches strategy merge, which allows partial YAML file to be defined and overlaid on the top of the base for the dev environment. The hpa.yaml file in the dev folder has the same resource name as the one located in the base file. This helps in matching the file for patching. These files also contain important values such as minimum replicas and maximum replicas for the dev environment. If you compare the previous hpa.yaml file with the hpa.yaml file in the base folder, you will notice the differences in minimum replicas, maximum replicas, and average utilization values. To confirm that your patch config file changes are correct before applying to the custom, you can run Kustomize build overlays /dev. Once you have confirmed that your overlays are correct, use the kubectl apply-k overlays/dev command to apply the settings to your cluster. Let's take a look at the overlay files for the production environment. In our production hpa.yaml file, let's say we want to allow up to 10 replicas, with new replicas triggered by a resource utilization threshold of 70% average CPU usage. This is how that would look like. There's also a rollout-replicas.yaml file in our production directory, which specifies our rollout strategy for production environment. And also we use this file, and also we use the service-load-balancers.yaml file to change the service type to load balancer for production environment. The customization.yaml file operates the same way in the production folder as it does in the base folder. It defines which base file to reference and which patches to apply for your production environment. In this case, it includes 2 more files, rollout-replicas.yaml file and service-load-balancer.yaml file. After you create all this YAML file in the overlays production folder, you can use Kustomize build to review all your configuration and use kubectl apply-k overlays/production to apply the changes to your production cluster. Here are some recommendations on how to use Kustomize to manage YAML file for Kubernetes cluster. First, keep your custom resources and their instances in separate packages. Otherwise, you will encounter race conditions and your creation will get stuck. For example, many people keep both the cert manager CRD and cert manager's resources in the same packaging, which can cause problems. Most of the time, reapplying the YAML fixes the issue, but it's good practice to keep them separately. Second, try to keep the common value like namespace, common metadata in the base file. Third, organize your resources by kind using the following naming convention: lowercase -hyphenate.yaml. Fourth, follow standard directory structure. Use bases / for base files and patches / or overlays / for environment-specific files. Last, while developing or before pushing to Git, run kubectl Kustomize cfg fmt with the file name to format the file and set the indentation right. Thanks for watching my video on the introduction of Kustomize. My next video is going to show you how to install Kustomize and set up some base configuration. Please subscribe if you like it. Thank you so much. Bye.